Hey, Dave Parrish here at Knack Builders. Welcome to another video I'm doing. I'm just going to jump right into this one. Um, Today's video is a small case study. I just finished this app. It's pretty slick, but it's really simple. It uses e-commerce. So in a minute here, I'm just going to take you through how it works. Thanks. Okay, here's the story with this app. It's a company that is providing sort of a directory. And what this directory is a list of different companies' taglines, phrases that they use in marketing. So if you were like an advertising person or even a company that's dealing with a lot of promotional stuff, you can look up, you can start typing in stuff and then search and see if that, first of all, if it already exists, someone else uses it, or something similar, or you can get ideas for other stuff. That's the whole nature of it. And it's a paid. There's a free part of it that's fairly limited, and then you can pay. I'll take you through it, but for a week's access or a year access, and we use an e-commerce to accomplish that. But the data structure is super simple. We just have a company, that's whoever it is, and their phrases. So phrase is a child record to company. One company can have many phrases. And then we have an admin where they can manage the stuff, add new phrases, deal with the subscribers, edit stuff, typical admin. And then the subscriber is a person that signs up. They can do the free version, or they can pay for a more premium one. So here's how it works. I'm going to take you through this. If this, by the way, this whole app, what they're working on right now, I brought in a guy I work with who's a WordPress guy. He's going to make it look really slick. Not Knack's normal native interface, but he'll do. We're not done with that, but it's going to be nice. If you're already an existing somebody, you're going to log in here, or if you want to sign up, and he'll market this where people have access to get to this. You just you create a normal account with your information, and then you're going to say what type of plan you want, and you submit it. You get an email and instructs you to go back and log in. But I'll log in. I've already have an account. Subscriber. Okay, I'm building this, so I do what I do. I have admin. I create two user roles so I can toggle back and forth. But if you're a subscriber, you'll see what you have. When they first sign up, they're not going to have any subscription. It's going to say what they want. Then you have to purchase it. If it's the trial one, you could submit this. It won't advance you to a payment page. And once you click submit, then you're going to have access to the content. Now I'm going to show you what this is. You can search by phrase. So you can put in just whatever, these basic stuff, and it's going to return all the phrases. Let's get me out of the way here. And the company. So the phrase is, and if you want to say, oh, okay, this phrase, I like this phrase. I want to see what other phrases this company has. I don't know if they have more than one. They only have one. But you can do that. Or you can rather search by, let me get this, search by company. You can say, hey, I want to know whatever's doing, and then it's typical search function Knack has. And you can select your criteria, and then stuff's going to come back. Now, watch this. I'm on the trial plan, which is just sort of getting a taste of it, the product owner here. So we'll just let them have companies with letter A, and they can see how it works. And if they like it, they can upgrade. Now, here's how we accomplish that. Notice there's a trial version, which is this company's A. There's an express, costs this amount. It gives you 7 days access. Whereas for $6.99, gives you a full year. So in terms of what we have, I'll show you this in a minute. Basically, we have trial versus paid. These are these two. The only difference between paid is how long they have access to. So how we accomplish that, I'm going to go back to the builder and go to pages. What I did here, here's that page, the payment part, the boilerplate stuff about the subscriber. Now we have two pieces of content here. They look the same. Trial and paid. This content is going to limit when they're searching by either of these ways, limit stuff to companies. Let's start with an A. And we did a text function that draws out. I did another video on that. It draws out the first letter of the company, and then it's filtered by that. And then this other one has full access, all the companies, all the phrases. So there's two different pieces of content here. So based on the subscription type, we do a page rule. There's a few others that hide stuff when their trial or their subscription has ended. It hide this content, and a message will show up saying, hey, you need to re-up your subscription to have access. But basically, this is what's going on. If it's not a trial, meaning it's one of the pays, it's going to hide trail or trial. And the opposite, if it is a trial, it's going to hide the paid content. This search function or this page rule stuff is really good. You can use it a lot of ways. So when we're looking at this, the content that shows up on the back end, there's two of these. One's more robust than the other. And depending on their subscription, it's hidden or shown, one or the other. The appropriate one shows. And depending on their subscription status, both of them would be hid if it was inactive. And if something would come up telling them to re-up if they want access. Now, to do some of these calculations, I'm going to go back here, subscriber. I'm not going to get into a super lot of detail, but down here, there's functions right here, days of subscription, and it's going to look at what type it is and how many days it is. And then other calculations going to look at the end date and then look at the time remaining. I think we have it where if it's a couple days before the subscription ends, a task would run and sends them an email saying, hey, things are going to be up. So various things here allow the system to know. So on the date of their payment, that's when it starts. And things are captured to be able to look at how much time they have left, show them to run a task or do whatever. And then the payment side, when I first started building, I hesitated to get into e-payments because I thought it'd be complicated. It's not. It's super easy. So where I would purchase a subscription, it's going to give the type, or you're going to ask for the type. If it's, by the way, a trial, it doesn't advance to the next thing. If it's anything other than a trial, it's going to advance to the next thing, which is the payment page. And this is typical. Real simple. You just have to have a Stripe account. It's in test mode right now. And then let's see what we have here. We have an email that goes out telling them what's up once they pay. Rules, record rule, just have a couple. It's when they pay, it switches it to active, and the start date's going to be today. It's that simple. Now, the person built or who engaged me on this, he paid some other coder type of, I don't know what type of platform it was, but he paid them a bunch of money and they still couldn't get it done. It wasn't right. And he was just giving up. He found Knack. I had a short conversation with him. He called me and I said, this is easy. I'll have this cranked out in a couple of weeks. And for a lot less money he was charging it. And this guy was really happy because that's exactly what happened. So this is just a small case study. Hope you appreciate it. That's all I got. Thanks.